fun to make. Yo, okay. Here we go, Professor. Here we go, dude. 4350, 4400, somewhere in there. We're looking at a high-end ball. This is going to be fun because there's 2 ball players on the team. Timmy Boy also plays ball only. I bet he was very upset that you took it from him on Eichenwalde. Eichenwalde's a fun ball map. So here we go, guys. So this is the first Pro VOD of the day. We do have another one for support coming up later. That's a big stacked game as well. So hang in if you want to watch some more Pro VODs. So let's check this out. So yeah, goal here is just kind of explore the decision making, see what's going on, see how we make ball work on defense on Eichenwalde, also offense, obviously, if we spot her. Who knows what. So yeah, first disclaimer is that 2 ball players, and we got ball, not Timmy. So professors let us know ahead of time that there's likely some trolling going on, but that makes sense. Map out of my genome. I could do that. I actually have it on a file. I could do that. I literally have my genetics on file. I could give it to you. Anyway, pretty interesting stuff in there. Yeah, I do, dude. I have the code. I have the raw data from 23andMe from like 8 years ago when they first started doing it, and the FDA didn't clear their usage of medical stuff, so they gave you the raw code. I have it. That's pretty cool. Okay. It's when one of my friends was one of the higher ups at 23, so I was able to kind of get in before things kind of started rolling. Anyway, so here we go. Let's look at our team here. Oh, he goes Rein. So we're doing Rein ball. We've got a Tracer with Sashimi over here on Sombra. Interesting. We've got Khaled and Callista over here on Zen Mercy. Anyway, just thinking about the DNA stuff. Okay, so let's kind of see how this works here. Are we going to play deep and we're going to try to assist the Tracer on kills? Are we going to set up the Tracer? Are we going to protect our Reinhardt? How are we going to protect the Zen? So let's kind of see how this works here and see if we can start drawing some inferences, some patterns. 1-star Timmy Boy. Got you. Got you. Okay, so we're just chilling high ground, waiting for the enemy team to make a move before we make ours. All right, we can hear Pharah. They've got Diva, Rein, Cassidy, and an Ana. Whoa, unpocketed Pharah. Oh, there she is. Yo, nice movement. Clever little backward stall there. Oh, okay, he's the HSD. Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah, Ball VOD, Werla. What's up, dude? Okay, so you're trying to play with him. Okay. Trying to ISO the Mercy. Don't want to deal with the casts. We're piecing out, playing the backside of the point here. Trying to regroup and figure out what's going on. Nice usage of your third-person vision. This guy just abandoned his team. Sombra? Yo, Timmy Boy to the rescue here. I like it. Do they not hear you at all? Ball is so loud. Wow. You got some new shock absorbers up in here. Are you going to give up on that hook? Nope. Cute. Found the ISO on the corner, protecting your Zen. 350 HP, what are we going to do here? Mini. Steal the mini from the Tracer. Force her to use blinks early. Rotating out of the point, points lost. Maybe. Yeah, it is. Plush cap, you're probably right. Okay. Poking Pharah. Try not to feed her. Keeps her kind of somewhat under control. Forces the Mercy to play in a position where we know where she's at. What? Where does he think you were gonna go? He's just like, yo, this ball shooting at me on high ground. I'm gonna hide. And then you hid, and then you used your PUBG third-person vision to get vision on where he was going, and then he just went forward again without a pocket Mercy. He just destroyed him. Very questionable movement there. Nice slam on high ground here. This is just for damage. Cute. Arcs, this is true. Nice. Stalling the enemy team here. Trying to wait for the Tracer to show up. Okay, he distracted the Diva here. Tracer has a little more some more options here. So here, I would imagine seeing either ourselves or our team going out of our way to remove the Diva's DM from the equation so that our Tracer can land a stick. Let's kind of see how this works here. Yeah, this is about survival. Nice backup and then through. Maybe dead. Yeah, Sen's dead. Nice try. Yeah, Toast. Yeah, this is for stall. It kills your gravy, but you're going for stall. Slows things down, gives your team more opportunities, more fights. This is very smart usage here. I really enjoy and I really like this usage of mines. I don't find that mines on this map, point 2, are always that effective. There aren't very many spaces where mines can be used to kind of like delete people high ground. There's things they can do to just really quickly like jump off high ground or avoid mines. This, however, you're gonna get effectively max value because nobody wants to walk through them to stall the point. They have a Reinhardt and a Diva, 1 shield. So if the Rein walks in with his hammer, then he's exposed to damage. And if he walks in with a shield, he loses his shield and he's exposed to damage. So slightly like, it's like a lose-lose situation with the enemy team. This allows us to group up. It's mostly a stall mechanic, and if you get any kills, it's like extra. Yeah. Dude, these things last forever. Yeah, look, our team, look what the mines earned us. Look what the mines earned us. Not only are we grouped up as 6, our Mercy's just a smidge late. She's right here. Hello, Mercy. She's a smidge late, but this has allowed us to take high ground. We now control high ground. Reinhardt's on low ground, ready to deliver a hammer. He has a really effective defended position. Our Sombra's poking their backline, and our Tracer can go all sorts of directions here from her high ground position. Use mines on cooldown unless you're close to overtime because it's basically a free win. A free fight win. People disengage on mines, man. They freak out. People freak out with Minefield, dude. They freak out, man. It's like a giant AoE Discord almost. People freak out and they run. Yeah, using her third-person vision here to make decisions. Pharah commits ultimate. Too bad that can't hit Mercy. That'd be so sick if you can hit her in the air like that. Nice boop. Great counter. I love how you retreat from that aggressive movement, but you retreat in such a way that allows you to monitor the Mercy while she goes for the res. Let's see here again from high ground. I want to watch this decision making. Let's see. I just want to see this one more time because I'm waiting. I want to see if you wait for one thing. Okay, Pharah dies. You know Pharah's dead here. You can see the corpse. Yeah, so you go in for the slam. And then notice how you keep your vision still on the corpse, which is effectively right here next to the cart. You rotate back, keeping your vision. You acquire Mercy. She's kind of going downward. Oh, is she pressing down by not pressing control? Was she actually looking down and pressing W instead? That's a big no-no on Mercy. Okay, Pharah dies. Watch how we see Ball here. Ball comes in for the slam. She vaulted to get away from it. Clever. I think she went down with W. That's not very effective. Okay. And then you just control her. Easy. Great play, dude. Great understanding of what her win condition is. Okay. Yeah, this is all about disruption and stall while trying to minimize the amount of damage you take here. Yo, great evasion of the enemy Sombra. They're not happy with you, dude. They picked out a Sombra here. Oh! Didn't get the turn in time. You almost got it. Alright, going back here. Yeah, it's the enemy. Oh, you're going all the way back for the Mega. All the way back.
My ultimate is ready.
Okay. Going through castle. Nobody's high ground either. You have boop opportunities. Oh, almost. That's clever. That's clever. So this, I'm going to show this. Usually this works. I think they were just like a smidge off. This is very clever. But you guys here, we've talked about this a number of times, and it's still true to this day. This top of the top of the stairs here, the top of the landing, the stairs. This area is a booper's paradise. It's really good for Pharaohs. It's good for Lucios. It's good for Ball. You can do a lot of wonderful things here. He just tries to hook, get fireball, and then jump over with the fireball. Excuse me, I'm choking on my own saliva. Yeah, usually this works. It just, I think you lagged a little bit. Kills your momentum. Nice. That's crazy, dude. If you get the slam off on the baby diva, she can't summon because she's in the air. That's really smart. And then if she's on the floor and summons, then she takes max damage from the slam, doesn't get lifted, and you can just shoot her. That's cute. Nice. Good aggression. Alright, so let's continue to try to absorb how he's using low and high ground here to find openings in the enemy team and to set up his tracer. Great control of the enemy tracer there. Nice angling, by the way. This is really smart, dude. You put a lot of thought here. I was wondering why you were so deep. You're fighting a tracer, and when you fight a tracer, you know that she can go in a lot of different directions with blink. So you hit her once with one fireball. She uses recall. You know where she's going back to. She's going to a space that your team very obviously controls. So you rotate backward. This positioning here allows you to see her after her blinks. If you're too close to her, you have to use fireball again to get vision of her, and in that time she probably uses her third or fourth blink and escapes. Very, very smart to kind of play in this position right here so that you can see around the corner when she backs up from her after her recall. Just very smart usage. You know she's not going to go deeper into your team because your team controls so much space. You can one-clip a diva by full headshots before she can remech. That's insane, dude. That's insane. And the punch in there if you need it. Yeah, great control. Put you back on high ground here. Now you're just kind of having some funsies. A lot of, like, feints. Kind of convincing enemies you're playing in one space, but you're actually playing in another. You have mines. Diva's high ground. Yeah, just gonna shoot her. Okay, there is someone behind her there. What's Tracer? Okay. Wow, you actually hit her with that fireball. Oh no. Oh, that would have been sick. Mind Slam would have been sick there. Yeah, the Sombra recognized it. Great approach from a really strong angle. That would have been so effective there. Can you get that boop? No, it's a diva. You can mines on top of it though, but she probably only loses mech. Nice control here. Yep, gonna mines this probably. There it is. Slam on the Sombra. Very cute usage of hook here. Oh, fire strike from nowhere. Oh, nice. Greatest distance on this slam. On the pin, rather. Go, 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 go. Oh, no hook. Yeah, that's too many. Nice. Man, I love the way you adjust, like, instead of tunneling on an individual target while you're fighting someone and while the enemy is retreating. This is something that I don't think I've pointed out quite before on Professor on his Ball performance. I think Ball GDH does the exact same thing. It's really hard to coach this, but it's something to be aware of. Hopefully you guys are noticing it here. When he finds a target, he spends his time diving that target if he can get a kill. But even if he can't, he's still aware of his teammates and where they're playing. He disengaged from the diva, didn't dive, didn't overcommit and convert himself into a death or a support ultimate for the enemy team, or DPS ultimate, whoever kills him there. Instead of overcommitting, he just continuously reassesses what his team is doing, and then just pivots a little bit and helps his tracer out. Watch. He's done this quite a few times in this VOD, but this requires like a lot of patience and the willingness to change your strategy. It requires willingness to adapt. See, we fight the diva, don't commit. You probably could kill that, but instead we help our tracer out because their team gathered around the diva to help her. She was like 5% HP, so it opened up other avenues of opportunity. Nice. Yeah, like you got to get either pure headshots or more than one person has a DPS, a Sombra on top of a hacked mini to kill her. That thing regenerates so quickly. Okay, yeah, we're going to be as disruptive as we can to set up our Reinhardt's reapproach to our team here. Oh, the Brave with a counter pin. Oh, no way. Nice try. There's some bro love. Yeah, yeah. Professor, you dating me? Okay, coming through the left. Is that a friendly EMP? Yeah, it was. Jeez. Nice avoidance of the Diva Bomb there. Don't want to get whip-shotted off. Nice hook. This is so scrappy. Not much you could do there. I think you only win that fight if you've got, like, mines or something. Okay. Here we go again. So let's see how we play this ball in a somewhat confined space. Okay, our Ryan's going to keep the team healthy. We're looking for, yep, there it is. The overextension with the hack. Nice awareness of the Sombra positioning. Leave that mini for our Tracer. Mines. Ooh, saved them. Huge anti. Great evasion of the bulk of the team there. They lost EMP right over the top of your mines. Nicely done, Dave. I saw you try to drop those mines. Really effective use of space, and I love how you use the bookshelf right there to avoid the bulk of the enemy team. So even though you are disabled, you're using natural cover to prevent yourself from feeding too much. Yo, I gotta show that. That's good. That's real good. Look at this hook position, guys, and look at what it achieves. Watch, watch, watch. Right here, where the banister, the railing, meets the stone, hooks out, presses jump, and this gets him to this top row here. I think just jumped a little late or something like that, but usually you can swing across this, and it allows you just to kind of swipe through and hit their backline, because their backline loves posting up here. It gives them a lot of high ground vision. They avoid hammers, things like that. They can get shots into the backline. It's a really effective space to kind of crush from your end. Oh! Are you gonna commit? Cassidy's on you. Yo, nice hook usage. Ah, almost. But see, that's the thing. Guys. So here, that's the thing. So 9 out of 10 right there, Professor, I'm sure you're aware of this as well. 9 out of 10 games right there, your team and the enemy team is laughing at you for, quote, feeding. But that's not quite the case. If one of your tanks goes in and starts absorbing cooldowns from the enemy team, that means that you have plenty of time. Our Timmy boy has time here, and the others on your team as well. They have time to press W and actually get into the enemy's space, because they don't have cooldowns to stop you. There's no Brig Stun, no Kree Flash, Cassidy Flash. So there's nothing that they can do to kind of like kill your team outside of using ultimates. So since you know that their ultimates are kind of wasted, they used Hammer in the last fight, it didn't do anything. They used EMP in the last fight, didn't do anything. So you know that they don't have much to go by there. So let's watch this again. We're going to watch this from Timmy's perspective, okay? To kind of see what the ball's doing. And then we can watch Timmy's decision making here, so that if you guys are playing with like a feeding ball, you know what to do and how to play around it. And he just saw a window of opportunity and capitalized. So let's just watch. So our ball's fighting from the off angle. Our ball stays in the back line. So we can apply pressure here. Relatively for free here. EMP hammer. Yeah, there's just no stoppage. As soon as our ball died, we dropped the EMP and then hammer, and they just go down. And they have nothing to stop us. It's just using this opportunity. Using this as an opportunity. Okay.
10 seconds.
Keep your head and let's take this home.
Grouping up with the team here. How many of the other team to kill our ball? How many licks does it get to the center of a Tootsie Pop? Yeah, Tootsie Pop. Actually, did you know that a university researched it? And did you want to know what the answer is? 364. Not even kidding. Go look it up. Right. Nice, finding the backline here. Kind of waiting for Rally to burn off here. This dude has no audio. Nice reapproach. Oh my god, you're running. At least we got OT. The Rally really threw your team. I think it's because we didn't have enough stall. If you had mines there, you might have been able to trade mines for rally stall and then maybe rebuff them. But without mines and without some kind of huge stoppage from the team like EMP Ham or something like that, it's just going to get run over. Very smart. EMP Hammer would have killed him without ball disrupting. That's true. That's true. It just made it easier to deliver the EMP. Okay, interesting. Also, the enemy grouped up on the ball, so they all got hit. Okay, so we got that Sigma on offense now. And we're running with an Anna. Okay. Do we swap? You're getting Timmy that ball. Double shield to open the first point here. Poor Khalid. And another one. Okay. See what your team's doing. D.Va can't really kill you from here. Whoa, she's committed. Yeah. Sombrero's off somewhere else. Good avoidance. Smart usage of charge. Good shielding here. Bringing the team back to a safe position. Their frontal pressure is real strong, man. They're going ham. They do have a Moira, though, so there are opportunities in terms of dumping overwhelming damage onto their team to kind of create an opening. Let's see how we make this happen here. Dueling the tanks, keeping them at bay. Trying to fake out the fire strike usage. I see you. Clever. Oof. You going for a trade? You're about to die. Huge block. Oh, you jumped over the Rein. Oh. Nice try. Good delay of your swing by spinning your screen there. Wow. Actually, not bad, man. The mech trade's not bad. Not bad. You realized the moment where you were going to die in one more swing, so you just tried to convert. Okay. Did Timmy go back to ball? Oh, he went to Zarya. Ryan Zar. Okay. So now it's about getting our team to this room on the left. Yo. Uh-oh. Good step aside. Big hammer. Do we have follow-up? Big swings. One more. Huge lamp. Great recognition of an opportunity. That's a tough one, because I don't know if your team was all there to support you. And we don't have crazy DPS. We do have that Cassidy, but Sombra's not a crazy DPS output. Nice charge getting back up to the front line here. That's going to hurt. That's a big fire strike right there. That's a big window. Nice charge rollout, dude. Was he typing? He just let you kill this whole backline. I'm glad that you went in on the back of that fire strike, dude. That's massive. Oh, we needed one more swing for another hammer. Oh, we got the res? What do we got here? Yeah, trying to keep them contained here. Not going to overcommit. Nice try. Grab. We wanted that for the next fight. We'll take it, though. I think this Cassidy is running around with some kind of music going on. It doesn't seem to notice audio cues. Yo. This is definitely channeling Sprite from the previous VOD. Caps Lock Rein, let's go! Are you cart push man right now? Yeah, you're cart push man. Alright. What tanks they still running D.Va Rein? Okay, you guys said that's Zarya. Alright, you're designated cart push, my guy. So let's see what we got here. Throwing some fire strikes, trying to get that ult. Yeah, Alcara. Had to do some lifting this game. Reminds me of that one with Rissa and Zen. That losing world. Good charge, gets you into the fight. Nice stoppage. Wow, she converted. You have charge again if you need it. Oh my gosh, huge nut. Huge nut from Volvic 9 over there. With the funny, yeah, I see you. I see you. It's all good though. You gotta enjoy yourself, you know. If you're not, why are you playing the game? I feel you. Good swings here. Getting rid of the flanking Cassidy, basically. Ooh, good shield usage after the charge there. Protecting our team. Backing up to a safe position for your team. Okay, I actually want to show that because this is something that's really critical for Reinhardt players. And it's something that you most often... this is something that it's really easy to miss if you're watching a high-level tank player play. It may, like if you watch Cloudy or something, you'll kind of miss what he's doing. So this is really important to kind of describe. Yeah, I'm going to show this again. Where are we here? Okay, so you charged in, you're on the front line, you got rid of the Cassidy on the off angle, the enemy charges you in, and what we do here is 9.9 Reinhardts out of 10 would back up this way and then play over here. Would back up over here because the natural cover is just right there. It's right next to you. But why is that not good? It's not good because the enemy team can take pot shots at people behind you through the holes in the wall here. They can still kill you in your backline. So what you actually do here is you do a quick mental calculation about like how much damage your shield can withstand here, and then you walk over to the left. And what this does is it forces the enemy team to overextend into vision, so that if they want to get shots on their backline, they themselves have to stand in a compromised position. But if you play over here, it allows them to continue to shoot at you without playing in front of your team. They can close off the angle. Like I can shoot at you here, and nobody on your team can shoot at me. But if I'm shooting you here, everybody on your team can shoot at me. Watch. See this play here? It's forced the enemies to rotate forward. Look how deep the Moira is with Cole. Look how deep the D.Va is. I know they do have beat, so they're going to be playing real deep just on top of it, just naturally. But still, this is a very smart maneuver. It just gives your team opportunities to get kills on the way out while protecting them with the shield. Yeah, move toward the space you want to control. Exactly. What's up, Grizzly? How have you been, dude? Yo, try same game. You want that wink? You want that wink? Yo, Professor, I got one for you too. Both you guys. Handsome devils here. Good swings here. Nice usage of your jumping and your blocking, man. You're in this Ryan's head. Mr. Fred Flintstone's over here. Yeah, walking forward. This fight was low ground, so you really can't go high ground. Best thing you can do here is control their points of ingress. So you're controlling the angle here that gets them to high ground quickest. Yeah, great awareness using audio here. Nice. Yeah, audio and visual. Nicely done, dude. Yeah. So this is critical for Reinhardt players on this map when your team plays low. And this just isn't just for Eichenwalde guys. This is for all 3 CP maps. When you're playing 3 CP, the second point's about high ground, right? I mean, we've talked about that a bajillion times. So here he realizes, hey, my team is pushing cart. We've controlled the entire map. We've killed the entire enemy team, so high ground is naturally clear. So what I'm going to do is actually run up and get to like the faucet, like the spigot where the water comes out, you know? So I'm going to get up there and block that so that our team can play in whatever position that they so choose, and we can get an early kill because they likely don't expect me to be playing here. We're going to go back and we're going to look at this from the Cassidy's perspective just to kind of see what this looks like and how Professor is baiting them here so that you can kind of see. And he's coming out of the left here because the cart is so far away and it's being pushed by one person. You're the third person here? What do you mean? What do you mean? What do you mean? Oh yeah, 4300 somewhere in there. Yo, try Sam. Cheers, dude. So let's watch this from Cassie's perspective, and you'll see kind of how he falls into this trap of going out through the left here. Watch.
I've got unfinished business.
So it looks like our team controls. Lucio's baited us. Maybe we control the castle. Maybe we can take high ground while they play out here on the bridge. Reinhardt shows up. Flash is used. You disappear. He's trying to poke the BAP. Not gonna work. Yeah. He just thought you'd left. He just thought you left. Just thought you left, man. It's great usage of your movement and your vision. And great point of aggression. Oh, you're in third person point of view. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Yeah, using that third person to get vision around the corner there. Nice. Yeah, so this is a very measured movement. So this is also another thing that you may miss if you're watching really high-level streamers. Actually, if you're watching him stream, I would imagine that you might be able to get away with it here, at least in terms of learning. Why do we make this charge? Well, this room has a lot of goodies for us. So there's a lot of mechanics we understand, and there's a lot of openings we try to exploit here. Yo, Decanter, all is very well. All is very, very well. 5 months of a tier 3 sub, dude. That's insane. I believe that's 35 subs. 35, 36, somewhere in there. That is absolutely remarkable. Truly thank you, Decanter. Thank you so much for supporting this channel, my guy. I hope the family is well. Hope the family is well. I'm going to put on that tie after this VOD, Sam. Thank you, Decanter. Truly, thank you. It's very sweet. Okay, so here, why do we make this decision? There's a lot of reasoning behind it, but everything goes our way. The Cassidy is the person who just died, right? So they're lacking a stun, and they just picked up a Reaper, so they have no stun on their DPS, and they have no other stun anywhere else outside of the Reinhardt. But the only thing that can stop us is a counter pin. So if we pin early, there's no way they can get rid of us. Also, pin does damage to one person. So this allows us to get in, pin, and then jump through the remainder of the enemy team to pick up the Mega. So the pin here, we can't get counterpinned. They can't take the Mega from us. And we have a BAP at our back, and we have Bubble. So we have 2 saves, 3 if you include the Mega, and the enemy team has no stun. So there's a lot of things that are going our way here. The death from the enemy Cassidy just opens this up completely. So there's like, it may look like it's deep, but there's just like no way they can kill us. There's just no way. Yeah, do damage to one person. We can jump back to the Mega should we want it. Didn't really need it. And then the enemy team decides to commit because there's a huge knockdown drag-out fight going on in the small corridor. Reaper tries to go through. Great control on this Tracer here. Ha! Nice dash, diagonal dash through the opening of the door there. You had a 79 Doomfist kill game. That's insane, dude. Good vibes to the enter. I agree. Good vibes, man. Yeah, playing aggressively here. Getting right back up to the front line. Throwing early fire strikes. Keeping swings going because you never know you're going to hit that Tracer. Tracer's under control. The dive factor's under control. They've dropped the Reaper for another Cassidy. So now they do have a stun to stop you. They drop the Tracer for a Soldier here as well. Okay, controlling them in. Nice shield usage. Still getting card push. Trying to control this Lucio here. Ooh. Oh! Good attempt at a counter pin. Good attempt. Not what you can do here. Nice flash block. Did he just double fan you? I think he tried another fan and he just blocked it. Really well played. Really well played. Kind of still running off the back of the momentum generated from that huge team fight in the Mega Room on the left. Okay, getting back up here. I love how aggressive you're playing. You know where you can extend and where you can't. It all revolves around where your team is as well. We're playing around Zarya vision very effectively. I'm sure that if we were to go back and watch this from our Zarya's perspective, our Reinhardt very seldom leaves our line of sight, I would imagine. Okay. What do we have? We have hammer, grab. We're looking for one other ult. You don't want to hammer and grab, you want one or the other. You pull 2 ults out of them, that's huge. Bringing your team back. They even lose somebody. So hammer here is actually not bad. Yeah. Yep, there it is. Yep, there it is. Nicely done, dude. I love your proximity to the grab there. Makes it easier to deliver the hammer. Yeah, so this is all tank players will likely say the same thing. You generally try not to combine tank ultimates. Tank ultimates are widely considered to be setup ultimates. So if you kind of use them at the same time, you're losing opportunities to win subsequent fights. But why was that okay? It's because we got the pick on the Soldier, I think it was? Wait, no, we killed somebody at the very beginning. Was it the Tracer? It was the Soldier, and then he swapped Tracer. So we got the early pick, which meant it was 6v5, which means we only need really one tank ultimate to like get a victory there. And if we use both, there's no way that they can stop us. There's no like visor from high ground, no flanking DPS. So just kind of crush them, and then just fight them as they stagger out one by one. Hey, Corey. How are you doing, dude? How's the North Pole? Yeah, can't leave LOS of your BAP or you lose. Yep. And that's actually a really smart way to think about it. So, if you really boil it down, Professor, I agree. Cold and snowy. Are you prepping for your midnight run coming up soon? So this is a really smart way to think about it. So, truthfully, you don't want to leave the line of sight of your BAP, and you don't want to leave the line of sight of your Zarya. But that's a lot to think about. That's a lot to think about, right? So just make it easier for yourself. If you don't leave the line of sight of your BAP, then by virtue of the fact that at this level, your off tank is protecting her core, your Zarya is going to be protecting the BAP, protecting the Mercy, protecting the Cassidy here. And if that's the case, and you don't leave the line of sight of the BAP, then just by virtue of just like, if this, then that, then you're still in line of sight of the Zarya if she's doing her job right. So you don't have to kind of focus on both, just focus on one, and they'll come as a package. Nice. Yeah, just swing these, man. We got that bulk damage boost. Nice. Never combine tank or support ults. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, don't combine support ults either. Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, you generally try not to combine support ults if you can. Yo, you guys are on an even field now. Even field. So what this becomes down to is composition swaps or strategy swaps. Because if you apply the same strategy, it's likely to be undone pretty quickly. Yeah, so you guys swap strats. I like it. So you're running Rein on defense now instead of playing with the ball. Enemy team looks like they've got that Mei, dude. They're pissed. They're pissed. Early fire strike. I see you. Do-dum, do-dum, do-dum. Okay, we're just chilling. We have Rein Zar, Cassidy Sombra here. Yep, free percent. We'll take it. Always take that free percent. Okay. Throwing more fire strikes. Nice. You got double value out of that one. That's a lot like Roman with his Zen. Max value out of these early fire strikes. Controlling the corner with your shield. No way, dude. I gotta see one thing. Yeah, you know. Wow. Dude, this is so insanely well done. So guys, this is something that's worth looking at. When you guys watch streamers and you're trying to figure out how to play better yourselves, always ask why. Always ask why. Like, what are they doing? Why are they doing what they're doing? Look at this here, guys. Look at this here. So yeah, so there's a couple things going on here. Couple things. So the enemy team's ball or brawl composition is better. They have a better brawl composition. They have a Mei. They have Mei, Zarya, BAP with a Rein. So if they put the wall behind our Reinhardt, we just lose. We just die. We lose. We lose our lamp. We lose our bubbles, and we just don't win that fight. So we're doing a couple things here. First of all, we've backed up. We've gotten 2 fire strikes out. So there's a lot of value to be had there. We got 15% off that. But notice, this looks peculiar, right? 3/4 of our shield is not in view. 1/4 of it is. Now, what does that do? That gives us an opportunity to provide shielding for our team as they poke around the corner. That allows us to throw some spam at them to slow them down a little bit. Also, check the enemy perspective. When you play Reinhardt on maps like this, your goal is to control the enemy Reinhardt. And this little corner of shield here that you can see, the blue shield, tells us where the Reinhardt's playing. So what this does is it encourages the Reinhardt to walk straight. It encourages this Reinhardt to play in that position, which then allows us to control more effective spaces across the point. If this Reinhardt doesn't see your shield here, he may think that you're going to the far left, so he could bring his team over to the left, and then he could theoretically just trounce you guys with really effective pressure from the off angle, with good usage of Mei wall as well. But here, baits us in. Watch. Kind of baits us forward here. Yeah, baits us into it. So this is all about, yo, Rockstar Rob, thank you, dude. Thank you for the follow, man. So this is all about kind of baiting him forward, trying to survive the spam comp here as Reinhardt. baiting them into a position that we can actually play into. Yeah, see, look how it complements our Sombra as well. When we were here shielding here, did you see another thing on our screen? The suspicious lack of any DPS or off tank playing in anywhere on our screen. There was no Sombra over here, no Zarya, no Cat, no like whatever playing in the backline here. Tracers love to hide in here and just like pounce on the offensive team. That wasn't happening. When he shielded here, he saw that this entire space was clear, which means his team is behind him and fanned out behind him. So if he brings them into this space, he's bringing them alongside his team, and his team can apply pressure and skip shields. Just like really, really smart usage of his spacing and his vision here. Yeah, preventing the Mei from achieving anything with wall is paramount here. Critical hack from the enemy's Sombra, or our Sombra rather. Mei wall down. Okay, lamp down as well. Yeah, good control of this corner here. Great non-usage of charge. Just keeping this Rein out. Keeping the Rein out. Nicely done. Now, so that's something that I think that's a lost on a lot of players when they play Rein. Why do Reinhardt's duel? Well, if that Reinhardt skips you and gets behind you and can actually overcome your position, then it allows the enemy team this really effective angle. You're denying an angle by keeping the Reinhardt out. This is something that's lost on a lot of players. By dueling the Rein here, because if this Rein overcomes you and beats you to this position, all you have is this corner here, high ground, and then inside, and then back in here. And your team just loses. But if you come out here to the side and shove the Rein back, you still control point, you have the back side of point, you have high ground, and you control this space over here. Much easier to kind of rebuff the enemy team. Blue, I got you, Shiraz. How you doing, dude, by the way? What's that? I got you. Yeah, what'd you discover, dude? Blame ping to make you feel better. But what you're doing is you're keeping him at bay. This is why Reinhardt's duel. Because you don't want the Reinhardt working into the backline. He can deliver hammers. He can get really effective charges. You keep swinging at him, and it forces the supports to play behind him, to pocket him. It keeps the teams structured, and it allows you to kind of rebuff their advance from one angle here. That's what we're doing. You're preventing them from taking the right side of the card. Lamp gets used. Mei wall. Nice checking through the corner with your right clicking here. You're trying to see if anyone's flanking. He got you with that hammer. Yeah, I think that's the first time he actually hammered you. You've blocked every other one. And that's something, knowing you, Professor, I'm sure you know that that is a shield moment. When your team throws up a window, it's usually a shield moment. I think you were trying to bait him into a hammer and then trying to get him, but the ping. Who's the Provat today? We have Professor here, and then we have Roman later as well. So we have two. Yo, Chain, thank you. You guys are going to drown me. Okay, playing low. Usually you play high ground here, but since it's OT, you want to get up in their face as quickly as you can. Also, Mei doesn't have that many great angles down here. The floor is pretty wide. And Bob Mini, this is true. Nice angling here. Anyone steps forward, you have hammer opportunities. Grab off the floor. Doing the Rein. No! That looked like a ping issue. That would have been such a good hammer too. Oh, that's a lady. We got the W anyway. We take it. Really effective use of your angling, dude. Your corner pressure is really hard to perceive if you're just kind of watching it, but if you know what you're trying to achieve, you can definitely see what it is you're working toward. Alright, do we swap anything around? Timmy's back on ball. This is very smart. So what did I talk about, right guys? When we cap all 3 points and it's reduced to 1 minute versus 1 minute, the goal is to swap up your composition. And that's what we've done. We've done that. And I think we've done it in a more effective way than the enemy team did. What did the enemy team do to swap up their composition? They picked up a Mei on offense, which they didn't run with before. Also, how did we swap our point 1 defense? We didn't play ball, and we played Rein with a Zarya. We didn't have that point 1 defense before, so their preconceived notions about how to apply pressure on the first point are completely out the window. They got to start from scratch if we're playing a new set of tanks here. They're still running Rein Zarya, which is probably not that smart. They should be swapping up their comps somehow. I think they're going to try it with the Mei. I don't know if that's enough. I doubt it's enough. Here, Timmy's on ball. This is going to allow us to achieve quite a bit more than maybe a Rein Zarya might, especially with Professor's knowledge of using charge to get up to a choke and how he maneuvers himself in chokes, I would feel, as if I were in Timmy Boy's shoes, I wouldn't feel the need to play Zarya to protect the team. I could feel like Professor's ability to control space with shielding and swinging and fire strikes and correct positioning allows us to play aggressively, which is why we got that tracer now as well. So there's a lot of aggression here. Yeah, I'll check it out after this. Oh, this VOD's almost over. Pretty forgiving. Look at this. Yeah, look at the ball's just going ham in the back line. Huge disruption. Big slam. Wall just got thrown. Escorting your team forward. Huge fire strike snipe on the Ashe. Lamp is down. No wasting charge. Letting ball come in. There's the... No! Oh! That would have been so clean. That would have been so clean. Or wait, Rockstar, are you calling me pretty forgiving as in I'm a prettier version of forgiving? Is that what you mean? That's flattering. In an overtime environment, try to play off stagger kills at all times. You can see you do this on OT. The enemy just stacked payload and gave us a perfect choke to hold. Yeah, when they stacked on payload, when you held that 0.2 defense right at the end before it swapped, you knew they were playing all stacked. But you shouldn't be selling yourself so short. Your positioning, I think, forced them to play stacked. I think once the gate opens up and they see that you're right there, they are going to be less encouraged to fan out across the space because you're right there in front of them. So they're like, oh crap, we got to play back. We don't want to get hammered. Maybe we can try to fight the Rein 6-on-1 and win it. Didn't work out for them. So don't sell yourself short. I think your positioning is what forced them to do that to some degree. You're searching for staggers right now? Yeah, any kill here is worth like 4 kills. Like, it's insanely valuable. Okay. Huge find. Brig would be a huge kill here. That's game. That's game. You just won. They lost their off tank and their off healer. That's just game. That's game, dude. You just won. That's huge. So we capture point 1, walk forward. Small tip for Eichenwalde players, especially at 4K plus. If the enemy team is running a Sigma, Sigma sucks on high ground here, but he's good on the mid ground. So if the enemy team has a Sigma, try to prevent him from taking that mid ground. Put him on high ground, he sucks up there, it's fine. Any kind of stagger kill here is huge. Huge block on the dynamite as well. Good audio, huge audio recognition of where the enemies are playing here. Yeah, and you don't decide to go for this for the charge because you landed with the early swing on the brig, so you only need one more connection, and that's it. That's the end right there. Yep. And that's just game. That's just game. They really can't do anything short of using a ton of ultimates. Yeah, do whatever you want. Game's over. Yeah, they're gonna scramble. Huge fire strike with the window, dude. Yeah, yeah. They really couldn't do anything. Victory. Yeah, you do this right. This is the right play in overtime. Even if you die, you can come back in overtime. You have a really good rollout on this map for Reinhardt. So you got to think about that as well. How quickly you can get back to the fight and whether or not that will determine. Always you guys, across your characters, across your roles, for supports, for tanks, for DPS, everything. It's about, oh, Rockstar, you're very sweet. It's about, well, there's a lot of things you gotta try to keep in your mind, but always try to identify whether or not you yourself have spawn advantage. And if you do, that expands the limits of what you can achieve. Because if you have spawn advantage, you can kind of throw your bodies at the enemy team and you will get value. Okay, so Professor's very, very smart play here. Really good play on ball. I love how you're able to kind of control their high ground and backline with ball. I love that at moments it does look like you're like feeding to most players, but the rest of your team, you know that your team is ready to kind of exploit the fact that you're distracting them, and then you kind of walk in, or your Reinhardt, Timmy Boy, and the rest of your team walk in and exploit your disruption, even though you die occasionally, a few times there. I love how you also LOS enemies on the back line. You understand the enemy team's positioning, and so a singular boop in a certain direction is oftentimes more than enough to LOS like a Cassidy or a Soldier or a Tracer, whatever, from some kind of support, or like an Ana from the BAP, or a Mercy from the BAP, or an Ana from the Mercy. It's very smart play on the back line. I love your usage of mines as well to stall. Also, guys, one thing that's really critical to look at here, and I would highly encourage you to review the VOD and look at it yourself again. He played Ball against Brig, Cassidy, Reinhardt, Sombra. Okay? That is not a fun group of people to play Ball into, and yet he was still very successful. A lot of his rotations on Ball require knowledge of where the enemy CC is playing. Where's the Sombra? Where's the Rein? Where's the Cassidy? Where's the Brig? Where are these characters playing? And then once they're engaged, or once they've used their cooldowns, then we ourselves can engage. And if we know where our team is playing, then we know the angle from which we can approach the enemy team that's most effective and will be worthwhile for us. And I think you really saw that when we looked at Rein's perspective at the end, when you saw Timmy Boy play Ball, cleared off the back high ground, kept hitting from the back, and then slammed to provide us opportunities to walk in. In the Rein Ball comp, it's more of you disrupting and taking cooldowns instead of setting up kills for your Tracer. Interesting. Although, even though I still think that's still kind of setting up, right? Because she's not eating cooldowns, neither is the Reinhardt. But yeah, it's about getting in there, using your adaptive shields early to try to soak up cooldowns. Once the cooldowns are soaked, your team can just do whatever they want. And that's a really big issue with a lot of players outside of GM or higher SR, is that when our Ball, like, we're playing as a group of 6, our Ball just went in. And then they scream like, oh, you're a feeder, you're an idiot. It's like, well, it's kind of what Ball's supposed to do. You get in there, absorb their resources. Usually the shorter resources, the things with 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 second cooldowns, flashes, stuns. Then your team has like an 8-second window to get in and just wreak havoc. Excuse me. What else really stood out? I love your corner pressure on Reinhardt. I also love your ability to charge forward through the enemy team or through the backside of your team, and you can touch walls to stop yourself, to get yourself back on that front line. There was never a moment where you charged and then just kind of jumped back to your team with a shield. Also, I think the really standout play here, the thing that really blew my mind, which is really fun to watch, was what you did on Reinhardt point 2. You guys took a fight underneath the bridge because it was built off the momentum of the point cap off point 1. And then you recognized an opportunity and you kept looking for staggers in between fights, right? You didn't LOS your BAP, you didn't LOS your Zarya. I think it was a Zarya, right? It was Zarya Rein at that moment. So you play forward, you play on that right angle, you just hide, you just wait using third-person vision to see what kind of fool is going to make the mistake of walking out of that left side point of ingress. You kill the Cassidy, there goes their stun, and then you charge into the enemy team on the left side with a bubble, lamp, and BAP healing, and you just crush them from there, and then you're able to win the point off the back of that. The answer is always D.Va if you ask what's best. Yeah. Just very effective play. It's really deceptively difficult. You guys, watching tank players is very deceptive because they have to think of the game in a different way. Clearing high ground, clearing off angles, protecting our core, and then walking forward and playing aggressively when all those things are all those boxes are ticked. But it's interesting to watch. It's always very interesting to watch and try to parse, try to unpack.